Hello, this is Moses again. Today I'm going to show you how you can create an application that inserts into database, creates rich views and update. In other words, a complete CRUD application using Visual Studio and Oracle database. Before I begin, you must make sure you have Visual Studio installed and you also have Oracle database installed. As you can see, SQL Plus indicates that we have Oracle database installed. We want to use SQL Developer to access our database, Oracle database. If you don't know how to connect SQL Developer to Oracle database, I have a video. Check out on my channel. You'll be able to access this wonderful video that will show you how to connect SQL Developer to Oracle, and you based on that to proceed. As you can see, I have created the connection using dbuser10. I'll put my password and I'll continue. I have a video for that, so make sure you follow along to get the concept. I open Notepad, and in Notepad I have some code that I'm going to run quickly so that we can take short time. I'll share all these codes in the description so that you can access them and they will help you while you practice. So the first table that we are going to create is employees, and then we insert some data, and then we are going to create a table called users and also insert some users. So I'm going to run this code all at once. If you're a starter, you can run this code one by one and you get familiar with them. In the future, I will create a video about Oracle and SQL, and then you'll be able to get familiar with the concept in detail. Yes, so now I can take from user to view the user that we have. So if I run this code, these are the sample users that I have in my database. I see they are duplicate. I think I have to do something before I insert. I'm going to do two commands. Let me first test this one because I see some duplicates. Same this one. I'm gonna truncate you to empty table, truncate table users, and then I run that code to truncate the table, to empty the table, and then I'm going to truncate table employees just like this. Make sure I have another table, and then I can go ahead and insert my details. I only want these three records just like this. So I check again. Yes, if you don't know how to, this is it. And I'm going to run the records to insert the employees. I only want these 5 records. In case you don't know how to use SQL Developer, like I said, check out, I have a video about it and it will help you. So I check again, click off from employees, and I have these employees. Yes, I am good to go. Remember, I'm going to create an application that it is a complete application that has even the login. That's why I have the users table and some employees. So now I'm going to go ahead and open Visual Studio so that we can begin do some serious work. Yes, so I'm going to create a completely new project from scratch so that we can those ones that are new, the channel can still pick along. So I want to create this one, create Oracle Oracle, Visual Studio, CRUD app, that, next, and I click next. In a few minutes, my Visual Studio will be up and running, and I'll be able to start doing some design here and there. Yes, so here we are. I will adjust this form like this. So on this, we are going to put, like I did last time, I put a data grid view on the interface here, and I will enlarge. We did some work like this in my previous video, but I will make sure I bring it again, like that we get familiar. So on this design, I'm going to make sure I create a sub module that can help us to load this data. I want, when I run this application, this data to come straight away onto the form. So I want it to come just here like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a sub module. Sub module is like a function. I have some code here. I'm going to pick. If I pick the function, I will have to import, to connect Oracle connector. You click on project, then you click on manage Nugget packages. So we click on browse, and then we choose Oracle. I'm using Oracle 23 AI, so I am going to install the updated library. So it depends on the speed of your internet. Yes, here it is. So we click on it, and here I'm installing. If you have any older Oracle, so you might need to check out on my previous video. It shows you how you can connect. You can install the package for on the Oracle like 10G. So when you see this, it is installed. So we will stop. So now we will run our codes. Here, the first three lines go at the top of the form, Windows form, just up here. Yes, you put it before, put it here. So since, then you go to the next line. I'm going to put this line is up here after form. Enter, then you put here. I want these variables be global so that I can access them through the code. There are two links. This link is for all the Oracle 912 11G, so it connects like this. In case you have Oracle 9G, 10G, 11G, you get this link and you put it under the connection. You make sure you adjust the user according to your user in your database. So if you don't know how to do that, in my previous video, I explained all that. So me, I'm using user 10 and password is Oracle, and I'm using this DB2023 AI. So I will continue with that. Another thing that I want to do, I want to create a sub module, which is public sub fetch employees, like that. And I'm going to, for this one, end sub. In here, I'm going to get my code. Like I said, I'm going to share all these codes with you on the comment section so that you can access them. So I put here, and this is how the code goes. Open, select all from employees, then data grid view, Yes, I'm going to this data view. I want to pass it here as a parameter. Data view 1 as data grid view. Data grid view. So yes, so there we are, and our code is almost complete. Let me do okay. So we are opening the connection. This connection is the connection that is up here that we created demo cone as new Oracle connection. So we open it, then we create a command that's going to execute our SQL query. Then it is taking in the text as you can see. Then this code is going to execute that command. Execute reader means that it's going to receive data from a database, and then you have a data table that is going to get us a table structure that we will feed into a data grid view. Yes. So now this code, we are going to make sure I put it into the load event of the form. The form, I want that to display when the form is loading. So here I put this, and then I will change this one to data grid view 1. Data grid view 1 is the data grid view that I want to pass. So when I run this, I will have my data with me. So here is something I want to know that I found. This error is always because SQL developer is open. So like I said before, I have to disconnect and then we run again. So we run our code again, and here we are. We run, and data comes, as you can see. But this code has a weakness, as you can see, beginning from employee number 2. So I'm going to correct this bug. Even it exists even in the previous video, so I have to fix it here. I want you to understand what I'm meaning. When you run this code here from Oracle, and then you run this select employee, you see it begins from E001. But again, if you run Visual Studio, it is going to begin from 02. So that is the bug that I want us to begin with. We collect that bug, and then we fix our code. You see, beginning from 002. To solve that, we're going to do some manual work here. One, we're going to add columns manually here on this data table called dt dot columns dot add. So we put the columns manually. First one will be ID. I will copy and paste 1, 2, 3, 4. ID. The first, another one is the first name, then last name, then designation, then salary. And in so doing, we're going to come here. Instead of loading this DT, I'm going to eliminate this code, and then I'm going to put the DT dot rows. I'm going to add the row manually dot add. And in so doing, I open an object and I begin adding the rows manually. So the first row is called what is employee ID from the database employee ID, then comma, we put another one called what I can copy here. Hopefully it works. Employee ID, F name. These are the columns in the database for our table. F name, N name, the designation, and then salary. We remove this comma and 1. So edit, and then so here we are. Our code is working, only that is having our one record. So we are going to change this if to while. So we're going to change into a while loop. We want to loop into all the records while, and you're going to remove this one and call this one an end while. And our code will now give us all the records. Just as you can see, 0, 1 up to 5. So that being solved, we're going to go to number 2. Phase number 2 is just to make sure we can insert our new record. So we are going to make sure we add a form that's going to help us. New item project, new item. Then we do what? We insert our Windows form. So Windows form, I'm going to call this form 2 or add employee, add employee, like that. So our form comes, I'm going to make sure expand it and bring the text boxes. Text box. I want text box for employee ID. Then first name, then last name, then designation and salary. In the sum labels, label. So this label is for last name. So this is the name, ID, first name, last name, designation, and then salary. So we name the text box to txt ID, then txtf name, txtl name, txt designation, and then txt what? Txt salary. next salary. So I bring a button, this is button 1, so update, then this one is for insert, this one is for the rows. So this one is a button, update, button, insert, button, close. I begin from button close, this close, or this was supposed to be close, just close, insert, update, like that. Yes. So this one is me dot close, like that. Me dot close. Me dot dispose. Me dot dispose. So when you go to form 1, I'm going to create a manuscript to put a manuscript, and here I'm going to put what in menu, here I put what in, and on the menu here I put what in new employee. On the menu new employee, I'm going to command it to load add employee dot show dialog, just like that. So when I run, this is what I have. Show dialog, comes, I want to put here and then and save. So I'm going to bring my code again, same code. Since this is a new form, it does not share these records, so I'm going to repeat the same process of inserting these records to this form to also up. So whatever I want them, I could put them in a separate class, but since some people are just starters, I am trying to make it simple so that everyone understands what you are doing without, since I'm much confused. I'm using AI or potentially, I would now take this code alone with this string, and now I'm going to bring this code down into our save button, insert. So here is our so I'm going to modify our code is this format. So insert into employees values. So the first one will be employee ID, then first name, then last name, then designation, then salary. So here we go. Here we want to put our two quotes, then this, and then we put txt id is the first one, dot text dot trim dot trim. Same with here. So now this one is for two plus, then this, and then we put txt fname dot text dot trim. So next section, quotes, two quotes in the middle, ampersand, and then txt lname dot text dot stream. So last, this designation, two quotes inside, two ampersand, then txt designation, then lastly dot text dot stream. Lastly is the salary. So we put two quotes, two ampersand, and we put txt salary dot text dot trim. But since this one is an integer, we're going to convert this integer to what? This string to an integer, such that it can be saved into what? Into the database. This one here. So convert to int I'll take 64, and then I put there my OT. So this is the code now. If I want to double check on it, I'm going to do some customization. I no longer need a data table because I'm not going to pass data into what? Into a data quality view. So even this one, I'm going to remove it, and then remove this one, and instead of this one, I'm going to come here. Instead of reading, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to change the method that I'm testing from execute reader to execute non-reader. This one does not return what? A value. Does not return records. So for that reason, this one I'm going to remove it, and instead I'm going to put a message box dot records saved successfully. So this one will be records saving failed. So let me test my code and see what is happening. So here we are, menu, add new. Here is a 0 040, and I put David, and I put John, and I put Kirak, and I put Sally as 45. Insert, and record saved successfully. Now the challenge is this record is not showing here, so I have to firstly restart, then I run again. So how do we improve that? I'm going to make sure, I'm going to show you how. So is here David John. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to after saving here, I'm going to make sure I call the method that is in form1, the sub form1 dot fetch employees, and in here I'm going to put here again data grid view that is on form1, which is called data grid view 1. You remember? So in that way I'll be able to see my record that I add without closing the form. So here we are, add new, then I add E300, I put SAR, waiting, and I put here so manager 1 2 3 4 5. So insert, save successfully, close, and SAR is where? SAR is here. Yes, comes automatically. That is about inserting. That's how I insert. Now I want to see how can we delete. Deleting, I want to show you two things. One, how can we have a full row selection, then we add a menu in that selection. So let me go to form1, data design, then one data grid view. I'm going to go to properties, and then there is a property called row selection mode. This here I'm going to choose full row select. Then I'm going to make sure I'm going to bring a menu called menu strip, and then this one is called context menu strip, and here I'm going to put edit, and another one is going to be delete. And when I come to the data grid view, I'm going to select that context menu strip, which has that option called the context menu strip, where this one here, where you can set the context menu strip for that. So here we are. Now when I run, this form, yes, you see it is full selection, and I can right click to view these options. They are not working, but we are going to program them shortly. So let us begin with delete. So on deleting, I'm going to get our code. I have here code that I'm going to use. It is a dialog where you can do it, where you can confirm dialog that we are going to use. So we come to menu for delete, right? Context menu, not so we come to delete. So I put here my code. So it is a result dialog. Are you sure you want to delete the record? Then if you are using the data will give you 1, if the selection row is above 0, then select the index equal data will give you 1.0. Then I'm going to make sure I share all these ones. For now, let us first pop up the ID that we select. Then we are going to make sure we delete that from database. I'm going to share all these codes with you. So when I come here, take note, I'm on ID E02, right click, delete. So when I click yes, so it comes out. So from there now I can delete. So now I can, the same code that you have been using the same code that we just customized to do for us other activities. I can even pick it from here. I have this uniform too, but be consistent. Let me just pick it from here. Try beginning, try ending. So I come here, and now I'm going to go to delete here. I'm going to remove this message box, and here I paste my code. So when I paste my code, this time I want to delete. How do I delete? The code is the delete command is the delete from employees where emp id equals, then I'm going to make sure I pick this value here. So how do we do? Two quotes, then two ampersand, and in the middle we put our value. The value is this one here. Copy and we put here. So we run. So and yes, so still I don't need this one here, and I'm going to remove this one here. That's like we did with the insert. This one does not return a value, so we want to make cmd command cmd dot execute no reader. If that is true, then we do want what a message which says record deleted successfully. Record deleted successfully. Then record failed to delete. So that's why to test our code. Now here we are. We did number 40, right click, delete, and then are you sure? Record deleted successfully. But we have the same problem. This one is still there. I need to restart, close and run again in order for it to do what? To disappear. How do you solve that? Same process. I'm going to call the method that is called, do you remember the submodule? This one here, this module here. I call it into that section and it works. I have it somewhere, so I can just get from the form load event and then I bring it where? Here under deleted, and it will solve that problem for me. That's the importance of creating submodules. You don't repeat the code. You just have to call that code in several places. I delete this one, right click, delete. Are you sure you want to delete? Yes. And record is open. Connection is already open. So let us see how we can solve that problem. So we can first do what can solve that. We should make sure when you're going to this method, we should first close the connection, then we can just go into this method where we created it from. Hopefully it will solve our problem. So we can do it here. So we first begin by closing it and then we open. Let me see if it works. Here it is working. So I delete and then it works. It's working. So that is delete. We are remaining with how can we update. Update is going to be the same like delete, but though it's going to be a little bit take a little extra steps. So I'm going to make sure I get this semicolon that was on delete. but I'm not going to take the dialog. I'm just going to take these codes only, this one inside the if. So I'm going to go to the form one, then the menu strip, and I go to edit. So when I go to edit, I'm going to do this. So now this code, I have the ID here. So instead of passing this ID here, I'm going to make sure I pass it to add employee dot txt ID. We'll take that dot text like that. So I'm going to duplicate this message, and then I'm going to come here. Now this one is going to be what? Txt fname is going to be first name, and then I get another code again. This one is going to be txt name, and here we have last name, and then another one is txt designation, and here we have designation. Hope the spellings are okay. And then here I have txt salary, and here I get salary. Then here instead of this one, I'm going to make sure I bring add employee dot show dialog like that. So when I run, let me try to see whether it will work for us. So here it is. Right click, edit, and come with all our details. So what we are remaining is clicking here to update. Let us do that quickly, and then we will have what? Our code to update done. So I can go to here. We have a code that is similar to what we want. This one here is going to work for us. Just copy this one. Up to try. And then we come to the button for update. And we put it here. So the code that we are going to run this time is not insert, but it is update. Update employee. I think I have to remove this code and I repeat it completely in order for me to avoid having errors here and there. I will have to do it, or I can do this. I can do this so that I have an option to copy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So I come here, I click this command again, then I remove this. I remove this. So I put here my code. Update employee set fname equals comma name equals, comma, designation equals, comma, salary equals. So where yes, where employee ID equals, so here we are good to go. So I'm going to copy whatever is here for the card, put it here. F name L name designation salary and I'm going to go with this. Just like that. Let me try the code and see what will happen. Edit. So put this one to Jennifer Rose Clark 6 Bettina. Update. Invalid identifier Clark. So let us troubleshoot that and see how that works. Or that update employee set F name to this, update L name, then designation. Designation we did not put here designation. Designation here as going to salary. So we have to collect here designation and then salary will be where salary equals and we put what txt salary. We begin by convert dot to convert to int 62 txt salary dot text dot trim. Remove the trailing spaces. I still think that is all. Just run our code again and we see what we have. Edit, Betty, BBB, killer, C3, and it works. So we go to Betty BBB and it's there. So update is working, insert is working, delete is working. I want to show you one last thing and then I will stop there. I want us to see how we can search. I want to quickly bring text box, and then put the text box here. I want to call this one text box search, text search, text search. So I'm gonna get a method that we have been using. This method, I want to customize it. I'm going to copy it, duplicate it, actually duplicate this method, and sub, I put it down, and I want to call search employee. This is called search employee, and then it has data view, but it also has a text. Search text, search text as string, just like that. That would be enough. So in the query, you're going to make sure search from employee where f name, let me use like this, or L name, if I put this one here, quotes, two quotes, ampersand, then search text, like that. The string. So I will copy this one here and I put it here, or L name, L for what, F name like search text. So let me put the other sign. We're going to put pattern match. Just need to get the pattern. This being strings like that. So put a space just like that. So L name, or this one now is designation equals, or salary. This time I want to use equals, not this. Salary should be equals. Salary equals. Then I remove this one, this pattern matching. So now I'm going to get this method, and I'm gonna put it in the text change event with text box. Text change event, this one here. double click, it is called text change event. Put it here. So we want data grid view 1. Is there one to display, and then we want here, I want to put what is the name of this? It's called text search. Text search dot text dot trim. So we run the code again. Here we are, our search is here. We want to move. Unable to convert string to, so that error is found here. We go to our method for searching search employee. Yes, that's why we have to convert it. You remember, tally is a number, so you have to convert it. That's the reason why I have been using this method called convert to int 64, then I put it there. Hopefully that solves our problem. So search input string was not in correct format. What could be the problem? Oh, don't like, I hate errors when I'm programming. Convert to strings. So this one, text. Where is the problem? So data will give you one dot text dot trim. I'm failing to see this error. Let me run again and see. If I check for 400, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that one is working. So that is working. If I'm searching for, then so I have to control something, then we see what can happen here. So let me put this one in what if text dot length is greater than 0, then so we come and if. Hope that one also helps us to eliminate some of the error. I'm trying to make sure the code is only running when there is no what, the text field is not empty. So here we repeat 400, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it works. Or what should be that when it is empty, it should bring the whole table back, whole data. So this is what we do. We want to make sure we put an ls here. ls we bring our what, fetch employees, and then we put the data grid view 1. We run. Four hundred, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes away and it brings those. So what about if we put poll? That is where the problem is now. input string was not in correct format. For strings, they have issues. Strings, Sarah. So strings fname, lname have issues, but at least other parts have worked. Should we try to troubleshoot again one more time? So text field, let me go to the method. I wanted to show you one more thing, but I might end here. So search employee. So fname like if I remove this test, should be like that. Then we put txt search. Then we put lname like text search or designation like that's why to do this. Do this. Sometimes in the programming you have to do try and error. What could be the problem? For my search, other parts are working well, only the strings. Let me look at the error. It's complaining about this one here, I think. Sale equals. Oh, Sale, we should not put this one here. I don't know whether this can work. That's right too. To test that, you never know. Those errors might. Sale equals. On line 55, input string was not in correct format. Input string was not in correct format. So what could be the problem, guys? One more try. Then we see. One more try. Data will be take search dot text dot trim dot to string. Me firstly eliminate salary. Me first eliminate salary when that is the one that is having a problem from my query. Me first eliminate salary. I'll try to debug it, then I'll put the solution on the comment section. Let me first eliminate salary and consider these strings and see what will happen. And this one not working. Pattern marking would be the best. Select all from employees where F name like. I put back my spaces. This one is consuming a lot of time. Yes, it works. Yes. So that is where it has be capital B. But yes, so that one works. It works. Let me put back the salary where that also have. So the problem is with salary or salary equals convert int 32 and then you convert this text to number, and that's where our problem is. So I will troubleshoot that later. You see, so our pattern match searching this salary. So I will move. So let me show you one more thing. The video is becoming too long, but I want to show the login so that you can also get an idea of how you can put a login on this form quickly. I add a new new item. This one will hopefully it will not take longer. New item, Windows form, login. So login is here. Login is here. I put group box. Group box. I put login here. Then we put text box. Username, password, label, and then button. Login, button, login. cancel. So this button login. Button login, and this is button cancel. So same thing as I want to do. We're gonna get our button, these codes, put them up the form, and then we get the same code, this one here, put them, login, under login, and then we go to the button login, we put there our codes, try beginning, try ending. So we put, is this what I wanted? No, I wanted this one only, the try catch block. So I put it there, and I change the query, select all from what? From users, where user name equals and password equals. So here I'm going to put in do you have text? So this is text username, text username, text password. So this one is username. Property, text property. Password. Then this one is the username. So we come here, and then this is now 2 quotes, 2 ampersand, then text username, dot text dot stream. Then this is 2 quotes, 2 ampersand, text password dot text dot stream. So there we are. So still the data table is not needed. So we want to execute no query. I'm going to remove all these ones here. If dot execute none query, then I'm going to make sure I say me hide to hide the login form, and then I bring my form to form 1 actually. Not show dialog this time. This is a show. So if this is not successful, I'm going to put login failed. And try this. Login failed. Let me try this. Oh, I have to change the form. This start form. Come here, properties, then under application, start a project. I'm going to choose the login form. So in that way, you select which form to load. So I want the login, and it comes. I put here. Let me first put a long one. Put one. Login. Oh, it passes. What? Yes. In order for you to avoid your code from allowing unauthorized access to path like the way you saw, how to make sure you have this reader declared. Then if reader.read, then me.hide, and then form1.show. Yes, if this reader is not there, then to pass. Then else login failed. Yes, another thing that you have to look up for is how can we make sure we put the password character. So you come here and you go under properties. So we have what we call password character. Password character. This one here. So password character, you put there asterisk as a password character. Then we come to this one. We put me dot. In case someone clicks cancel, me dot dispose. Dot dispose. Yes. So double check again, login. So this is our code. And now we run. Let's see. We put long password again, long username, long password. So login failed. Then we put correct password for this username, and then correct password. And yeah, login successful. Yes guys, hope that's all. Let me hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, please like, comment and share. Yes, nice time.